Hello, football fans. Sorry I'm late with this video, but I had to handle a few things, which included writing my recaps for the World Series games. I already submitted my story for Game 2 of the World Series, but my focus for this video is the NFL in Week 7, and all I have to say about that is, boy, did Week 7 suck. It's a terrible week. Nothing but blowouts. Only one close game, well, one close fun game, and just a bunch of boredom. I actually nodded off a bit watching Sunday Night Football. True story, I did. Indy and the Niners. I knew this game was going to suck when I saw the matchup. Even Jimmy Garoppolo, the only interesting thing in this game, couldn't save it. It was a terrible, terrible game, and the Colts won it, if you can believe that. So, yeah, and of course, the one nail biter was Atlanta and Miami. Atlanta actually won it with a last-second field goal by Young Hui Koo, one of my favorite kickers. He's amazing. But the rest were blowouts. Now, one blowout was a big statement. The Bengals beat down the Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore. Wow, the Bengals are for real. They really are. They are a for real team. It's absolutely amazing how well they are playing. Because they were 5-2. They're actually in first place in the AFC North because they have the head-to-head tiebreaker now. They are really good. An argument can be made. An argument can be made that they should have a better record because the loss to us was because the kickers weren't really having it. I kind of expected because that I kind of expect that game to go with a tie. So an argument can be made. That they could be either 6-1 or 5-1-1, and the other losses to the Bears that shouldn't have happened. So really, they could easily be undefeated if you think about it. Whenever, could you imagine that the Bengals undefeated? Whoo! But yeah. So it's it's amazing how well the Cincinnati Bengals are playing this year. 5-2. They are kicking ass. They are. They are kicking a lot of ass. Um, of course, the Packers. I have to talk about the Packers. I've said this all year. I am so happy with how the defense has played. So happy. But what I saw via Red Zone Sunday, I was over the moon with how the defense has been playing. Because it's pretty much represented how the Packers have played defensively all this year. Even with even with two of our best defensive players, Zadarius Smith and Jair Alexander, out, we were playing this well. Now, yes, we were playing Washington, but even some iffy teams seem to get something over on our defense. No, not that day. And as I'm just overcome with this. And see, this is what I have been asking for. No, let me correct myself. This is what I've been begging for. Just literally begging for the last at least 5 years, if not 10, from the Packers. This is what I and a lot of Packers fans have been literally begging for. And I'm almost getting emotional about this because this could have been years ago. This could have been years ago. I never asked for this team's defense to be perfect. I never asked for this team's defense to get shutouts constantly. I do not ask for us to be the 85 Bears or 2000 Ravens because that's impossible. All I've been asking for years, is to do things. And make the man wearing this jersey's day easier. That is literally all I ask. That is, and and a lot of times we don't get it, and Rodgers has to turn into the world beater to save us from ourselves. Now, granted, Rodgers is a world beater anyway because he's the GOAT and that damn good, but he should be that because he can and not because he has to. That's what I've been stressing for so many years. For so many years, the defense has cost Rodgers so many times. For so many years, Rodgers would have at least about 2 more rings if our defense was even average for those years. It was even average. But what I'm seeing for the Packers defense this year so far, it's been 7 weeks, which is a lot of time, which isn't that much, but it's a lot of time. We're almost halfway through the season. We're close to the halfway point. What I've been seeing from the defense this season has been nothing short of amazing. It is exactly what I've been pleading for. I'm not even going to hold the blowout loss. I'm never going to hold that against the defense because that was a collective bad effort from everybody. So the defense shouldn't be solely blamed for that. But the 6 straight games we've won, the defense has been doing things consistently. That's the key word here, consistently. It's all we as Packer fans have pleaded for this defense to actually do enough things. They don't have to do everything, but do enough things to make the man wearing this jersey not have to stress so much and to take it easy, to follow his own advice, RELAX, and just play that great game that we know he can. You see the results. He's happy. He doesn't really have to do everything. And he's just having a hell of a lot of fun. This is what we wanted. And it's getting us wins. And though I admit, even after the first 2 weeks, the first 2 wins, and the defense drew well, I was expecting that other shoe to drop. Not even the first shoe is dropping. That's how good this is. So yeah, I got a little bit emotional about this because this defensive problem could have been so easily solved. I would say about 5 years ago. This defensive problem could have been solved about 5 years ago, but it hasn't been. The team just let it fester while poor Rodgers nearly breaks his back having to bail us out. And when he does it, he gets all the blame for things he shouldn't get blamed for. But this season is a dream. Not only is Rodgers kicking ass, so is the defense. So who knows? But more on the Packers a little bit later. We'll go for a dreams year to a nightmare. The Panthers. The Panthers suck, but the real nightmare is the Chiefs. The Chiefs. What's going on? What is going on? The Chiefs are a hot mess. I mean, a hot mess. Now, I'm an optimist, a devout optimist, and when the Chiefs had this iffy start, I thought, well, they'll get out of it. They have Patrick Mahomes. They got all those weapons. Now the defense is suspect, but I'm a fan of a team with a great quarterback and a suspect defense. So I know, I can relate to what the Chiefs are going to do. But as I realized, I was being nice when I was saying suspect. I've seen the Packers defense at low points. Even that's better than what I've been seeing from Kansas City. Kansas City's defense is absolute garbage. And it's not helping that poor Mahomes is falling apart. He is committing turnovers left and right. A statement I never thought I'd say regarding him. He has 11 turnovers this year. It's only week 7. The team is falling apart before it even begins, really, because they had made back-to-back Super Bowl appearances, and now here it is. I think it's year 4 in this Mahomes era, and the team is plummeting badly. Did you see the game against Tennessee? Derrick Henry didn't have to do a thing. He threw a touchdown pass, which was crazy. But as far as running, he didn't have to do a thing. And they still blew out Kansas City. That alone is a big problem. They tend to get killed by the established teams. This is not good. There's a real life possibility that the Chiefs could miss the playoffs. There is. That possibility really does exist. Will they? We'll have to wait and see. If this continues this coast. I'll say this. I'll say this. Okay, let me get the team schedules out because I actually had it written somewhere. Yes, I'm on my laptop as I'm doing this video. But okay, they got crushed by Tennessee. Here are the next 5 games. The next 5 games. At home against the Giants. That's a Monday game. At home against the Packers. You know that's gonna get a lot of TV coverage. In Vegas against the Raiders. That's week 10. At home against Dallas. That's week 11. They have a week 12 bye, but at home against Denver. Now, four of their next 5 games are at home. But out of their next 5 games, 3 of them are really against established teams. Yes, Vegas is up there, but they have to play the Packers and Dallas, 2 first-place teams. Actually, the Vegas is in first place technically now, so 3 first-place teams. Now, they host the Giants. You would think that would be an easy win, but the Giants are coming off a blowout win over the dying Panthers. So who knows? With the way the Chiefs are going, who knows? If they lose that game, they'll be 3-5, and they could be on their way to being screwed. They should win. I'll say they should win at least 3 of their final 5. Green Bay and Dallas will be the tough ones. Raiders are usually tough. They play them hard, but they should beat the Raiders. Green Bay and Dallas, they'll be the tough ones, even in Arrowhead. But if they lose to the Giants, they could be on their way to being absolutely screwed. And that's not good. That's really not good. But yeah, the whole week was a crash. The Monday night game sucked. The Monday night game sucked. It was 13-10. It was close, but only because both offenses didn't know what the hell to do. So, yeah, the whole week, and an argument can be made that after the exciting first 6 weeks, we were due for a dud, but a dud is better than this. I didn't enjoy Red Zone that day, that Sunday. All the games were terrible. The Thursday game was, oh well. But yeah, it's a mess. It was a mess. Hopefully week 8 will be much better. Week 8 will get started with a very important game, and about that game. Week 8 starts Packers, Cardinals in Zona, Thursday night football. 7-0 Cards, yes, they're still undefeated. 6-1 Packers. This could really decide number 1 in the conference. And about that, this game has the potential of being a crapshoot because look at the news that's been coming out in a few days leading to the game. Devontae Adams tested positive for COVID. He's out most likely. Alan Lazard, close contact. He's in COVID protocol. He's out. But on the Cardinals side, J.J. Watt's done for the year again. That really sucks. Shoulder surgery again. The same problem he's had for the last 2-3 seasons. So he's out for the year. So we won't face him. And there's a possibility on the Arizona side, DeAndre Hopkins may not play. He's got a hamstring issue. If DeAndre Hopkins is ruled out, this game's gonna be a complete crapshoot. Crapshoots can be fun if they're played right, but this is going to be really insane. So we'll see how that goes. The Rams coming out to win against the poor hapless Lions. They're in Houston. Steelers coming off the bye are facing Cleveland. That's Sunday. Halloween. Woo. The Eagles are in Detroit facing the Lions. Lions might beat them. Wouldn't that be something? That would be a scary sight. The Lions winning. Of course, it'll be Halloween, so it'll be fitting. Panthers are in Atlanta. The Bears and Niners play each other. The Buccaneers are in New Orleans facing the Saints. That's going to be good. Sunday night game is Cowboys and Vikings. Both teams are coming off a bye. And Monday night game is Chiefs and the Giants. Chiefs need this one. So that's my recap of Week 7. If you like this video, click the like button. Subscribe if you want more. My story on Vocal about Week 7 of the NFL season will be in the description below, so check it out. I'll be back to recap Week 8 next week. I'll do it at an earlier day. And if Atlanta sweeps their home part of the World Series and wins it, I will recap that. I think that Sunday night, because that's when Game 5 is. So again, that's my recap of Week 7. And stay tuned.